History has a funny way of repeating itself, and one of the easiest ways to see that is through fashion. Throughout the centuries, we have seen trends repeat itself and cycle through century after century. It used to be where it would take a lot longer for trends to resurface, like 50 to 100 years. But in the recent years, it's been about like a decade to really only 3 to 5 years before trends cycle through, just with how small the world has gotten in the recent years. For instance, in the 1800s, there are princesses pictured with big, poofy ball gown sleeves, just like Princess Diana in the 80s. And also recently, we've been coming out with a lot of big, poofy sleeves in the past year, actually. And also really tiny waist to big empire waistlines that don't really show off a whole lot. It's really crazy how cultures can weave in and out of those trends. Another really big thing that used to be big in like the 80s was scrunchies. And I have given my mom shit for years for wearing scrunchies. In fact, last Christmas I bought her 40 different colors of scrunchies just to make a joke. And now she can sit and say I told you so, because here I am wearing one because they're comfortable. Another thing that has cycled throughout the years is color blocking. It was really big in the 80s, where you'd have bright pink up top with like orange on like your torso and bright blue leggings, the dance style that was in the 80s. And just recently, in the last like 5 to 10 years, it was really big to have bright neon colors that were very popular in the 80s. And also, like, we go through cycles of having, muted colors. Like right now, it's very like, earthy tones and all of that, just like in the 70s. And another thing is having like really super tight dresses and, style of clothing, and having, boxy, not a whole lot of shape in them clothes now. And so that's how fashion repeats itself over and over again throughout the years. And I think it's really cool to see how it's all evolved throughout the years.